All right, welcome back to another episode of R&R with RTZ. I'm your host, Rahib T. Zaman, and the T stands for teacher.
And your co-host, Areeba.
On today's episode, it's just the two of us, but we're talking about Abbot Elementary, the newest sitcom. That's another mockumentary style, but about teachers at an elementary school. Is it worth it? Let's get into it.
Okay, so I want to start this off by saying I am a teacher. Love my job. Have always wanted to be a teacher. Yes, I know the pay. Don't care. Still love my job. Also,
she's an elementary school teacher, 4th grade. So that's
yes,
very close to what we're going to talk how Abbott Elementary is.
yes. Well, kinda. Most of the classes are 2nd grade, kindergarten, or a history class that looks like they're 6th graders. So elementary school in general, because I can teach whatever grade, so it doesn't matter. But also I want to point out that we are not playing a game this time because Rahib kept losing, and it was just like, no. I felt bad, and I was like, you know what, let's not do that to your viewers on your podcast. I know I'm the co-host and I am the winner.
She's not a good teacher because she lies to her students. Like she's
I don't lie to my
students
right now. Oh my God, no!
I don't want to play a game because it's very distracting, and we're not talking about the topic, and we're just focusing on the game.
Yeah, he started to say something like that to me yesterday, and all I saw in his eyes and in between his words were, "I hate losing on camera, babe. Please just get a clue." And so I was like, "Okay, I'll get a clue." But
don't
our
worry.
people
off
must
camera
know.
we played chess, real chess, and she couldn't beat me.
Okay, but he didn't beat me either. It was a tie.
But that's also true. She couldn't beat me. So,
but
she was talking so much trash. She was like, "I'm gonna beat you so badly." And
yeah, because I almost
she made mistake after mistake. And
I made like 2 mistakes, but
awkward.
if I didn't make those mistakes, he'd beat. Anyways. Yeah. On the topic at hand, Abbott Elementary, we started it a while ago, like when it first came out, and we stopped after 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, and then we recently started watching it again. I started watching it because everyone kept saying everywhere, Twitter, between friends, that it was a really good show. It was the newest sitcom. It's really good. It's like almost an all-black cast, and the main character did create the show as well. So it had a lot of hype around it.
I just like that it was about teachers.
Yeah. But overall, I think it's okay. It's pretty good. Like I said, it's the mockumentary style. So same thing as The Office, Modern Family, Parks and Recs. Like that style, but this one actually addresses that there's a film crew filming them, like The Office did. But unlike Modern Family and Parks and Rec, where that was the filming style, and confessionals were just like little insights to the audience.
Yeah, I do like the mockumentary style for this one. I'm not a fan of The Office, but I'm just not a fan of The Office. It's not good.
Yeah, she's not normal.
But I do like this mockumentary style, and I think the first time we watched it, I didn't like it that much because I was more sad than uninterested. Like all the
because it's about a elementary school in Philly. It's an inner city low income school. So the school, the government or the city doesn't fund the school really well. All the teachers are trying to just make do with what they have, and that's like literally the first episode.
Yeah,
and a lot of the episodes touch on that, and they're just struggling.
It's just sad, and it made me grateful for what our school has and everything I can do for my students, but it just made me really sad because it is true in most of America.
It's trying to make, I don't want to say light, but it's trying to put a comedic twist to a very sad reality of our world, where education is valued but not appreciated, I guess, or like the other way around.
Yeah, I agree. I do think that the second time around when we started watching it, I got really into the characters and started to pay attention to more of how they were developing as characters and like growth, all that stuff. But it still makes me sad. I cried. I think I cried the other day.
Speaking of the characters, there's a few of the main cast of teachers. Janine, played by Quinta Brunson, who created the show.
Who I'm not like.
Areeba is very much like Janine.
I am not.
Very much like Janine.
I am not.
And speaking of The Office, I keep making comparisons because this show has a lot of the same things as in The Office, where Janine is kind of like some parts of Michael Scott where she acts like the school coworkers are her family and they want to be more than just work friends. And there's a whole episode about that. Same how Michael wanted the office people to be more than friends and be a family. A bit naive in that manner too. And then the principal Ava is the
worst.
The dumb parts of Michael.
She's the worst.
Into that. And then there's also the veteran teachers, Melissa and Barbara. And then Barbara, who Janine looks up to as a motherly figure, which points to a lot of her mommy issues, I guess. It's clear.
Her mommy issues are hardcore. She called Mrs. Howard or Barbara mom at one point.
Yeah. It'll be touched on. We watched all of season 1. Season 2's out, and it's like double the length, but we haven't started it yet. We wanted to get this podcast out first and see what season 2 has in store for us. Back to the characters. And there's Jacob, the other white teacher who's a guy. He teaches like 6th grade, who was another second-year teacher with Janine.
He teaches history class specifically. Like only history class. Some elementary schools are split up like that where they only teach like one thing or whatever. And he only teaches history.
And then there's Gregory, played by Tyree James Williams, a.k.a. Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, he grew up to be fine, sort of. There are moments where I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh.
But he's like, every show has that one star to give it some more star power, but
I thought the main character was a big star. I've seen her in a lot of things.
I think she always had side roles.
Oh, well, yeah, I've seen her in a lot of side roles, yes.
I think she did more of a writing thing. Quinta Brunson has a long history of writing. She had a show that was supposed to be like, that was the original Friends, called like Life with People, something. I don't know. I can't remember. But she's tried to sell it to studios, and then they didn't take it, and then they made Friends, which is pretty much the white version of her show or something.
Oh, damn.
That's the story behind that.
I didn't know that. So Gregory, he's a sub, which later this is totally a spoiler podcast, BT dubs. But at the very end, he actually becomes an official teacher. But we find out halfway through that he actually went to school to be a principal, and that he didn't get the principal job at Abbott because of Ava, who, I keep saying, Ava is the worst.
Ava is the principal, and she's
the worst.
She acts like the students, essentially.
No, she acts worse than the students. At least the students have some empathy, compassion.
She acts like a high school student.
Yeah, like a delinquent high school student, not the good kind. Because I was a good kid. Okay?
No. You were just a loser. You went home after school.
No,
and studied.
You went home after school and studied.
And did your homework.
No. First of all, I know for a fact that you must have gone home after school and studied, because I did sports after school.
And we had our dance club.
Oh yes, I forgot.
Which was illegal in Fairfax County, so we were bad to the bone.
Oh yes, because you have to be bad to not be a loser.
The bone. Door 4. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Ava's the worst. There is a moment in the show where I felt really bad for her, but that was such a small moment that I was like, okay, you know what? You still suck as a person.
They're slowly growing. She did when she's had her job threatened, and she managed to appeal the school board.
Her job that she got by blackmailing the superintendent.
Yeah.
So
her whole story will be, we'll see in season 2. They're going to make her a better person.
I honestly,
the whole point of it.
I know, but I feel like for Ava, her being such a bad character, and then her growing kind of when she was about to lose her job, she didn't get that on good merits in the first place. She didn't deserve the job in the first place.
Yeah.
So I think she was just trying to protect her own self. I don't think that's growth. I think she just became clever and figured out a way to protect herself.
She can do both, and she wasn't lying about what she did for the kids.
Oh, that's true.
Lotion everywhere.
I mean, lotion everywhere and all that stuff. Yeah, okay, fine. Those little things, they do matter.
Own way.
Yeah. Okay, fine. But still, I think Ava, compared to all of the characters, is the worst. Nope. Sorry. There is one character who's worse than Ava. Let's talk about the worst side character in this entire show. His name is Tyreek.
It's Tariq.
And whatever. He doesn't deserve his name to be correct because he is the worst compared to Ava. He is worse. No, he's pretty bad. He's pretty bad. No, he uses his girlfriend since of 8th grade, which is Janine, and literally has no compassion, no care in the world. He got a job in New York and automatically assumed that she would quit her dream job for him without even asking her. Just said, oh, I can't wait till we move to New York. And she's like, huh? We didn't even have a conversation. Like, what? And then when she said, I think we should take a break and you should go to New York and I'll stay here at Abbot Elementary, he said, does that mean I can smash other girls? Are you kidding me? Like, he's the worst. Like, you don't have, there's a level of care about a person that you have to have, and that's not how you treat a person that you care about. That's terrible. Oh, and also he would always take her car, doesn't pay for any of the rent, and doesn't fill up gas either. Oh, and can I just say he didn't have a job until like what, 4th episode?
He was a rapper, an aspiring rapper, right. Okay?
So no job, no money, mooched off of his girl because he was a feminist. That's what his excuse was.
That was such a funny line. He's like, I'm a feminist. That's why I let you pay for all my stuff.
That was hilarious, yes.
I too am a feminist. Let's go get some boba.
I am also a feminist, and because of that, I don't pay for anything.
So you let the men pay for you?
No, wow. I don't pay for anything. I just leave.
Wow.
No one pays. I just leave.
No one pays?
Yeah, no, I just leave.
So you hurt the female workers that are trying to just give you
No, just the men. Because it's a men capitalist society. I don't pay for anything because every time I pay for something, I'm paying for the man. And I don't want to pay for the man. So as a true feminist, I just don't pay.
FBI, she's stealing. She's stealing. Well, she doesn't pay taxes either. Get her.
Okay,
get her.
That's not true. That is not true. Stop it.
Get her.
Allegedly. Okay, there is a character that we're forgetting, and it is one of your favorites, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, the janitor. He's hilarious. He just comes in with the greatest jokes.
Yes, he is very... It's like those one-liners. He comes in, and he's just... He steals the show. It's great. He's awesome. I will say, I don't think I'm like Janine, because girls like her piss me off. She's such a pushover. Pushover. I am not a pushover, especially not at work. Don't get me started. You have too much power. Too much power.
Yeah, who you like then out of these teachers?
I think I'm a mixture of Barbara and Melissa because I can be the way I have to be for my students because I will put my foot down if I have to, and I have. But I'm also nice and I'm kind and sweet and, I know what I'm doing. I think I'm a great teacher, man. Like, I think this was my calling. And this show, I'd be a great actor in there. Mm-hmm.
Great actor. That's the different thing.
A teacher in there. Sorry. I'm sorry. So who's your favorite character? Mr. Johnson, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think my favorite character is Gregory.
Gregory has the most growth in season 1 so far.
I like his side eyes.
Gregory's the Jim of this show. You didn't get that because you didn't watch The Office, but
I know enough references, things to take.
He constantly does the look at the camera whenever a character does something ridiculous.
Oh my God.
He has really big eyes too, so it works.
Yeah. And Ava always makes him feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, Ava is literally the Michael Scott, or not even worse than Michael Scott. Michael made some passes and comments, but Ava's doing a lot of them.
Yeah, she's like
in season 1,
touching and staring and making the
every episode is talk about how he looks like fine chocolate.
Mm-hmm. And as much as she's right, it's not appropriate in the workplace. Listen, there's some fine people that come in and out of our building too, and I can't say shit, so yep.
Excuse me?
Yep. Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, you just called. Okay, anyways. What's your favorite scene from season 1?
Favorite scene?
Yeah, your favorite scene.
What's your favorite scene? I didn't even think.
Well, I think my favorite scene was the episode when Janine got one of Melissa's students transferred into her class, and Janine was acting all cocky and was like, "Oh, I don't need to read the report about her. I don't need to ask the other teacher about her." And Melissa's like, "All right, good luck," and goes up to the student. Her name's Courtney, and is like, "Hey, Courtney, I want you to be the best you can be." Takes her to class, and then the specific scene in that episode was when she gets everyone in the class to say the Pledge of Allegiance with her name in it. So it's I pledge allegiance to the Courtney, to the United States of Courtney and to their respect, blah, 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 whatever. I love that scene. It's so funny. It's hilarious. And yeah, she was just so clever. Just like the little girl, like, and then like the very end of the episode, they just find out that she's just gifted. Like she just needs to be challenged. So she doesn't want to be a distraction to others. So it was like a wholesome episode. And that specific scene was my favorite.
They're all pretty wholesome. It's very classic.
But that was my
sitcom where
favorite wholesome
every
one.
episode ends with like some kind of good message or a good note.
I think that one hit more to me because of the teacher, like seeing, like figuring out what that student needed in order to not be a distraction or not to be misbehaving. Like, yeah. So it just hit to home.
The show itself follows very common sitcom tropes where the characters explain their problems and then other characters, whatever they're doing in that episode, solves their problems inadvertently. And specifically for this show, the students, the teachers, the adults have some kind of problem, and the students somehow solve it through the day of the school. Like the season finale, Janine was worried about. She was like trying to break up with Tariq and everything. She wasn't sure how to come up with that. She was scared of it, and then she was helping a student overcome his fear of moving on to second grade because it's new territory. So that helped Janine overcome her fear of moving on to single life or life without Tariq, the boyfriend she had since 8th grade. And so, you know,
only boyfriend, no breaks.
That was one of my funny moments when she first said that she's been dating Tariq since 8th grade and it's the only person. All the other teachers were like aghast and they were all just roasting the shit out of her. Yeah, it was so funny.
That was really funny. I think it's also funny. Gregory doesn't eat much food. Like he's like a very much boiled egg sandwiches.
6 different things, and that's what he sticks to. So
yeah,
he doesn't like pizza, which I can understand.
No, that doesn't make sense.
I can understand as a person who also doesn't get the hype of pizza.
That's because you're a freak.
Okay, I eat at a party because it's a party food. It's a social gathering food. It's not something you buy for dinner. Freak. Okay, I get it. When you have a big family, when you're young, you know, it's easy to buy pizza, okay?
Freak.
But as adults, in a house full of adults, eat some real food.
Pizza is real food.
Eat some real food.
You're offending an entire country.
Okay, the Italians don't care about American pizza.
Yeah, but they still have pizza, and their pizza is still pizza, and pizza is
actual
pizza.
Meal.
Yeah.
Here it's oily cardboard. There, I said it. All
right, moving on to references that a teacher can also relate to. So the first episode, Janine's rug gets messed up, and she needs a new rug. And I think she said it like 2 or 3 times, but she kept saying that the rug is like Xanax
for the kids.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so accurate. The number of times I've had kids like during morning meeting pass out on the carpet, or if they're reading a book, they pass out on the carpet. It is Xanax. Like if you need a kid to like relax, go to the carpet, sit down, read a book. It's Xanax. I don't know what I would do. My classroom is like, our meetings with the class is centered in the carpet. Without the carpet, there's no games on the floor. There's no meetings.
At some point in the day, she does teach them, I think. I'm still on the fence.
I do teach my kids.
She only tells me stories of them playing games or something.
Why would I tell you stories about today? I had the kids sit down and we learned about isosceles, scalene, and equilateral triangles. And then I did a worksheet with them that taught them about triangles. Like literally, we did that today.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want to sit down and tell them about that?
Show me the numbers.
I will show you the numbers. I want to
see their scores.
Actually, I can't do that. That's illegal. I'm not going to show you the numbers.
Yeah, HIPAA laws.
Not HIPAA. That's about your health.
All right, Skippa laws.
Oh. No, it's alcohols.
What?
I don't know. I got nothing. What? Okay. One of the references in the show about how like Janine was going through issues with her boyfriend, and Mrs. Howard goes up to her and says, oh, you need to leave that stuff at the door. Sometimes it's really hard. It's hard to leave your personal life and walk through the doors and act completely normal with all these little kids who will never understand what you feel until they're adults, or even other adults who don't understand unless you sit there and talk about it and not do your job. Yeah, so it's hard.
That goes for any job.
No, I agree.
Keep a level of professionalism, and like it's not your boss's fault or your coworker's fault that your boyfriend's being shitty to you.
Well, yes, that's true. But I will say in a setting with a lot of kids, it's hard to even want to talk to other adults about it. Like when I used to work at other places, I would go and talk to my peers, my coworkers, about the issues that I was having, and that's because I had like the time, or like it was a setting where I didn't feel like I couldn't talk about it. Like, you know, with kids around, I can't talk about the issues I have at home. But, you know, but yeah. So because of that, I felt that also hit really close to home.
You don't talk to the 6th graders about the gossip?
Listen, when the 6th graders come up to me and talk about Ariana Grande's new hairstyle, that's when I draw the line. I'm like, okay, we can talk about Ariana Grande. That's about it. I'm not going to talk to them about you, you know, farting up in the bed. As much as they can relate to that with them farting up the bed.
Are you falling in the toilet again?
Wow. You said you would never speak of that again.
Stop falling in the toilet.
FYI, I've never fallen in the toilet. It's him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the other 2 things I want to mention was schools not having everything that a teacher needs. And yes, it does have to come out of our pockets sometimes. Is so relatable. It's in every school. And I love that Abbot Elementary does hone into that in the whole episode with that whole wish list thing, where Janine like asks Ava to make a video to get items on their wish list because, hello, teachers have to buy their own items. And it's nice if someone else could get them. Or the school could provide it, or the county, or anyone like that.
So it would be nice if the school would provide the supplies needed to teach the children that they're forcing into the schools.
Yeah, you would think. But, you know, whatever. And then the other thing is admin and parents, but I'm not going to go on to that. Let's just say Abbott Elementary is doing a great job showing it off.
I don't think they're doing a good job.
I think they're doing a fabulous job.
On the admins and parents.
Yeah, but the lack, you know what? We're not going to talk about it. I'm not getting in trouble for this. I said what I said.
What did you say?
I said that Abbott Elementary is very effectively showing off
admin sucks.
Mm-hmm. And
what can I say?
And yeah.
What can I say?
I will say the positive side of it is the parents that are awesome and don't suck, which are most of my parents, actually all of my parents this year are awesome. But they do hit on some of the parents in the show, and they, you know, it shows. The parents do care. And I like it. Yeah. As they should. Parents should care about the children's education, not just ignore it or treat us like daycare workers. Anyways.
Big ask. Oh god. Well, the show is set in modern times, so they do talk about like TikTok and social media and the influence of that. There was like one episode where there was a trend on TikTok and other socials called desking, where the students had to jump on desks from one end of the classroom to the other, and the teachers were struggling to stop that trend because it was dangerous.
And the best way to stop a trend is to get old people to do it.
Yeah, because then it's lame.
Yeah, apparently.
Just ask Areeba to do it. She's like almost 30.
Listen, you know that cute Cupid, like, I'm feeling lonely, na, 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 na. Yeah, that trend. My kids want me to do it with them, so I'm still a cool teacher.
That's surprising.
Hey. Just because you don't think I'm cool because you don't know what cool is, doesn't mean I'm not cool. Has anyone ever called
you cool?
Literally, yes.
Any adult?
Literally one.
That's not your mom.
Not my mother.
Okay. Didn't your kids give you jalopy today?
Oh my gosh, yes. My student. Okay, so it's Teacher Appreciation Week. You know, please appreciate me. Appreciate me. Oh, that's not.
There's a bug on you. I was trying to kill it.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate
exactly.
me. Anyways, this week is a Teacher Appreciation Week, and today was bring something sweet for your teacher. My student, he's this Nepali kid in my class. His mom made jalebi, which is a South Asian sweet that's like orange colored, and it's very easy to make, but it's a lot of sugar. But she homemade it, packed it in a Tupperware with ruti, which is like bread, to like kind of
non-bread.
Yes, and it's like to kind of dilute the sweetness of the jalebi, and like put it in a Tupperware and brought it for me today. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to feed this to my husband and my mother and my brother and my friend. Like, this is so nice. And it was really good. I'm not a sweets person, so today has been a lot of sweets. But yeah, I loved it. It was so good. It was like, it tasted so fresh. It wasn't as crispy, but the flavor was amazing. And then JJ's mom got me a bundt cake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she brought it to school and dropped it off. And I got an email saying, there's a gift for you. And I was like, JJ, go get it. And he got it. And he was like, I know what it is. I'm like, okay. It was really cute.
Well, she could have just gone across the street or over and gave it to us.
Yeah, but I think she just wanted her. I think she wanted JJ to give it to me. That's cool. Which is nice. Yeah. I got a bunch of cookies. I got some Pocky. Got
I
nerds.
wonder if they'll do a teacher appreciation episode.
That would be amazing.
They didn't do it for season 1. Is it a real thing?
I will say
it.
Teacher appreciation week or even day is rough at lower income schools. My coworkers were telling me that a lot of students, they don't have money to purchase gifts for teachers, and they do feel left out when other students do. My counselor at our school, actually, because of that reason, there are students like that. She did like this whole thing where they can like make a huge poster for each teacher and like sign it and write nice things, and it gave like everyone a way to give something to the teachers, which is really wholesome.
That's
Nice. And I got free Chick-fil-A today at lunch.
And I'm out here eating salads. Salads.
Well, I had a salad with chicken from Chick-fil-A.
Those Chick-fil-A salads are great.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Yeah.
I'll get one tomorrow.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
I will. All right. Abbot Elementary. Is it worth it? I think so. It's been
Absolutely.
pretty good so far. It's a nice watch. I'm not dying to watch it per se, but I'm not raving about it on the internet like other people are, but it's pretty funny. It has moments.
I definitely want to see what happens in season 2. So I like it enough to keep watching it.
Yeah, definitely.
And the fact that we both wanted to stop it and then went back to it, it is definitely worth it. So I would say go take a look and try it out.
I think we stopped it just because it was kind of too close to home with all the stories coming from being a teacher and then living with the teacher, which is honestly worse.
What? I wasn't even paying attention. What?
Bam.
Listen, living with the teacher or
living with the teacher means hearing all the bad stories. At least you get the good stories because you're living them. But all I hear from you are the complaints.
I tell you the good stuff all the
it's
time.
Just like hearing about
the
worst of society.
No. First of all, I tell you the good stuff. For example, I've been nominated for 2 different awards. That's a great stuff. I told you so many times that my kids tell me that I'm awesome, that parents compliment me. Like, come on. I tell you all the good stuff all the time. Things that make me excited. I literally told you how this week for Teacher Appreciation Week, our PTA president is amazing. And she does this like cool scavenger hunt thing for all the teachers. So I get my kids involved and we play, and it's like really fun. And
she's the only one teacher that plays.
No, I'm not. But I feel like
okay, rather she's the only one that tries.
That's not true either.
You said that.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, that's because I'm really dedicated.
Job that they're paying for?
Love games. And so during my free period, when I planned ahead of time so I wouldn't have to plan during my planning this week only, so I could focus on the scavenger hunt. That is called pre-planning.
Pre-planning.
Yeah, I pre-planned to pre-plan so I don't have to plan. You're welcome to my kids.
Planning is already pre.
And then I had kids who were like, hey, can we spend our recess helping you look for it? And I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely. Come with me. And let's just say I got a hint that it was in a specific room. We were in that room, couldn't find it, only to find out it was on the ceiling. Yes, it was on the ceiling. We never looked up.
That's funny.
I was so upset. Funny. I mean, I still got the answer, but I didn't find it myself.
Tragic.
I did find one today. I stood on a chair and I saw on the top shelf next to a box. That was cool. I almost fell off the chair because I almost had a heart attack when I found it. But because I was so excited. I was like, oh, and a teacher saw me and was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I found a clue.
Reba has very bad hand-eye coordination.
That is not true. I'm just clumsy. I fall a lot.
That's what
No, but I can catch things.
I've never seen you catch anything in my life.
I've
seen you drop everything. Catch this.
I got it.
Wow, that was so rude.
Okay, one thing I will say in Abbot Elementary that I thought was so funny. Catch this.
threw it over there.
Okay. I thought it was so funny when the work friend episode came up. Because let's just say I have work friends and I love them. Heather, I love you.
But not enough to be a real friend, which isn't that big of a station anyway. But apparently, you can't be friends. See, I make friends anywhere, you know?
That's
friends.
because you
don't have to have such a high bar for friendship.
Here's the word.
Okay?
The word friendship means someone who will have your back.
That's not what friendship means.
Yes,
it's
not literally. Well, then
maybe
to me,
best friend. Okay.
No. A
but
friend.
Every friend.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't have many friends because not everyone will have my back. A friend is a person who has your back. Period. And if they don't have your back, they're not a friend. They're an acquaintance, which is fine. I have several acquaintances, and I love them. I love spending time with them in social gatherings,
friends
getting
mean
dinner
you have to
with
like
them.
the person 100%, and you prove every decision.
Then they're not
that they
my
have,
friend.
they're like your back.
Then they're not my friend. They're my acquaintance. A friend is someone that I can talk to
So
and
what
be
is the
myself
work
with.
friend then?
A work friend is someone I can work
They only
with.
have your back during at work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I expect from a work friend. Do you think I have several work friends? Absolutely not. I have a couple that I know will have my back at work.
So then you have work acquaintances too?
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh.
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh.
I don't throw the word friend around like everyone deserves it.
Yeah, but you have multiple best friends because that makes sense.
No. I don't even use the word best friend anymore. No, I really don't.
Oh, my God.
I really don't anymore.
I'm mature. I don't use best friend anymore.
To me, it's you're my friend or just
it's my most friend. You are mine.
I wanted to say, I think the word acquaintance has like a bad connotation. There's nothing wrong with it. All of the people that I hang out with are basically my acquaintances.
If you choose to hang out with them, they're more than an acquaintance. Okay, acquaintance is someone you meet at a place like your work.
I think
you already have to be there.
I think a social circle is acquaintances.
If you know about them, if
maybe
you've already met their parents and you talk about how your day is. If I talk about how my day is with anybody, we're friends, okay?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they have your back.
People.
Listen, there's so many people. First of all, you don't ever want to talk to anybody.
First of all, you don't need to have everyone's back, okay? Yeah, people do some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have their back just because you're friends.
Well, stupid shit is different. I wouldn't have your back if you did some stupid shit.
Yeah, you do stupid shit all the time.
You do stupid shit all the time.
I'm like, yo,
all right, now we're off track.
doing it. Stop doing it.
This is being cut. We're not doing this.
It's not being cut.
Anyways, back to work, friends. No, I'm your best friend.
I don't use best friends anymore. You just use best friend.
Yeah, you're my bestie.
False.
You're my bestest friend because we're married.
Stop grabbing my hand.
Look at my
catch
thumb.
these hands.
Catch. You didn't catch these hands.
Catch. She caught it with her face.
Anyways.
The moral of the story of the Work Friends episode is that they're not friends. I think that was the...
No, it wasn't. The moral of the story was that they were friends. And that they know each other well enough to be able to talk to each other. So, yeah. And Jacob realized, like, oh, I should feel comfortable because, because Janine always has his back and they do kind of hang out outside of work. And yeah.
The main thing about that episode was Jacob didn't want to get closer or tell Janine about his boyfriend, because he didn't want to talk to her about her relationship problems and stuff. Because he's going to tell her that.
Because friends have your back and will tell you.
He doesn't like Tariq. So.
Yeah. So he tried to keep her at a work friend distance in this case, so he wouldn't have to have her back. But then when they became friends, he had her back. Makes sense.
It's always interesting in the context of shows where friendship is, especially work shows. Shows like The Office, Parks and Rec, and Abbot Elementary, where it's about a workplace, and then they expect everyone to become friends and best friends over the years or whatever, over the seasons. But in reality, most times these are just, you maybe have one actual friend in the workplace, and everyone else is just an acquaintance or a coworker, and then you have your actual friends outside of that you've known for years or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's weird it's not realistic, I would say, I guess. But, it's also TV world, so you got to have the relationships be with the people on camera and stuff like that.
Yeah. I will say that in Abbott Elementary, one thing that is very, very, I guess, dramatized. It's dramatized. There we go. Dramatized. That's not a word. Dramatized. Is the fact that these teachers, like, of all different grade levels, of all different subjects, all hang out during their lunch period or something. That is not accurate at all. For the most part, people don't have lunch together, or if they do, it's only with their grade level, because that's the only time you do have a lunch break is with your grade level. It's not with the kindergartners. It's not with this 5th or 6th grade history teacher. Like, Melissa and Janine both teach 2nd grade. Them having lunch together makes sense. Everyone else, it doesn't make sense. Even Gregory, he subs/teaches now 1st grade, and that's not accurate, but I do kind of like that they do that for, entertainment value. Yeah. Also, I just want to point out that Gregory had the biggest crush on Janine since the beginning of the show, and then started talking to Barbara's daughter, which I'm like, come on, man. And I get it, like, Janine's with Tyreek, but like...
Tariq!
You
Keep saying Tyreek.
Tariq. Ty.
We'll mute.
Yeah, die. But yeah, I just want to say I really hope Gregory and Janine end up together in season 2, because I think they'd be so cute together.
Obviously, they're gonna end up at some point. But.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, like, you can't do that to us. Yeah.
Or they can subvert expectations.
Anyways, bottom line is I think everyone should try it out. Watch the show. Check it out. It's pretty awesome. I like it. I'm excited for season 2. I'm actually excited, like, a little upset that we're not going to watch it tonight.
I think season 2 is almost over. It's like at 22 episodes.
I think there's going to be 25, right?
Something around there. Television season is about to end for spring season. We're in spring season. Yeah. And then comes the summer programs. They got to leave room for America's Got Talent season 27.
Yeah.
How else will we know who's got talent in America?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How will we know?
On that note, thank you for watching. That was
terrible.
That was terrible.
Let me show you how it's done.
I twisted my tongue.
Let me show you how it's done.
Do it, babe.
On that note, thank you for watching today's episode of R&R Podcast. We reviewed Abbot Elementary, and our recommendation is go watch it. It's a great time.
It's
nice,
awesome.
Easy watch. That's all for us, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Hey guys, Rahib here. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button to get a notification whenever there's a new video. If you want to support the channel, check out the merch shop, as well as the Buy Me a Coffee page and the Patreon page to get monthly benefits such as exclusive BTS content, unedited podcasts, and early access to all the videos. All the funds help grow the channel and keep it afloat, so any and all help is appreciated. All the links are in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.